Mr. Slippery.
Mr. Dove do.
Hey there, boys and girls. This is Nick/Pogo here. Whoops, I'm not recording my stream. I should probably start that again. Hey there, boys and girls. This is Nick/Pogo here. I have decided to make an experimental stream here whereby I work on my Skyrim project. Hopefully we spread some of the productive spirit around to anybody who watches or tunes in. As you can see here, I've got my entire Skyrim Symphony project file. This is pretty much all sounds from Skyrim. And this is about 4 years old, this project file now. So there's a lot of old stuff here that I need to go and remaster, beef up, etc. I've actually got plugins here that don't exist anymore. We need to go and get rid of those. The other thing I'm going to do is I have to install ENB for Skyrim because I'm going to be capturing all of the footage I need for each one of these sounds as well. That's the real problem. These are all sounds from Skyrim, so I need to go and capture all the shots, all of the footage that correspond to those sounds from the game, which means I'm going to want to install what's called ENB, which is kind of an injector that gives you indirect illumination, etc., etc. But the thing I really want in Skyrim for my capturing is depth of field. This is something that ENB allows you to achieve. I haven't done this for a very long time. How's it going, Daxtron? Spoon Miner, how's it going, folks? As I was saying, yep, this is going to be a bit of a painful project. This project file here, I think, is about 5-ish minutes long. Let's take a look here. Yep, 5 minutes. So that's a lot of damn sound effects, especially if you go through this battle stuff here. Actually, a lot of this isn't mastered very well.
Hold on, Sky. God, you lost. Mr. Dragon! Die, Dragon! Come on, take him down!
So, the levels are all over the place, partly because it's an old project where I wasn't as experienced when I made it, and partly because a lot of the plugins that I used are actually missing. You can see Gliss EQ no longer exists. Yep, the lexicon plugin suite doesn't exist anymore. I need to go and get rid of all that. And I think before I really get into this, though, I kind of have this already as a WAV, actually. I already have my Skyrim file here. This is it here, Skyrim Symphony Draft 4. This is the fully mastered version, at least when I made it back in 2013.
Odds and ends. That sort of thing.
Then I took an arrow in the knee. Keep the song in your heart.
So it's a bit tinny, it's a bit thin. I kind of want to go and beef that up and improve the whole mix. Just give it more life, give it more meat on the bone. And that's what I'll be doing here in FL Studio, hopefully soon. It's a pretty big undertaking because there's a lot of sound effects here. And I haven't, if you actually look through a lot of these, I haven't actually given them effects tracks. They're actually not even on a channel on the mixer, which is just crazy. So that's going to be some work, I promise you. Now, the other thing I want to do, as I was saying at the start of the stream, let me just, yeah, we'll save this. I'm saving this to a fruity zip file so that it goes and adds all of the sound files into the archive. Mrector, how's it going, buddy? Mrector, that'd be a good name. So the other big challenge for me is to install Real Vision ENB. So that's actually what I'm trying to do at the moment. I have here a folder in my downloads folder called Skyrim Modding. And the idea here, I suppose, is to pick one of these... yeah, we have to pick one of these things. and I suppose copy and paste it to the root directory of the Skyrim game. I'm hoping this works with the special edition of Skyrim, actually. So I've downloaded this, but if we go down to the installation guide, it actually does say you need to download the ENB series engine itself. This package does not come with that. I suppose it's probably got to do with distribution rights, etc. So this is saying download version 0.315. That's assuming that's the latest version. I'm not sure. ENB dev news. Let's see, where are we actually finding this? This doesn't look like a useful web page at all. I'm seeing no links here. Jeez. Okay. Well, I know where to find it. We just... I've done this years ago. I remember trying this back in 2013 or whenever it was. And I managed to get ENB working, but it definitely took a bit of trial and error. Didoism, how's it going, buddy? Ghost Robot. Oh, thanks very much, man. I appreciate that. Let me just zoom this in so you guys can see that a bit better. So my mission here is to get ENB working, get it somehow injected into Skyrim. This is going to be painful, probably. These guys are saying I need version 0315. Well, these guys have 0319. Well, let's give this a go, shall we? So, yeah, see, posting the library files on Nexus sites is prohibited, which explains why these guys haven't packaged it. But, yeah, so where do I actually get these files? Downloads, presets, download. Graphics modifications. TES Skyrim SE. I wonder if this is going to work with the special edition. I'm pretty sure that's the one I've got. Let's just check my Steam here. SE, yeah. Okay, well, let's see what happens. This is going to be painful. My goodness me. Let's pop this into Skyrim modding folder. Oops. ENB series, Skyrim SE version 0343. It's not the version that these guys are telling you to download, but maybe it's not a big deal. We'll find out, I suppose. There's going to be tweaking required, I'm sure. Start download, and that's done already. 2.4 megs. Okay. While we're at it, I'll show you some stuff I've been working on, chipping away slowly. It may or may not become something. What else have we got here? It's the beginnings of something. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Yep. And what else have we got here? I definitely think we'll have some kind of dance beat to go over this at some point. Just little things that I'm slowly chipping away at. Bit sleepy, that one. I'm actually, quite a few months ago, I started working on a remake of this little guy. You guys will recognize this if you've followed the whole Pogo thing for a while. And I haven't really done drums for this just yet. The big difference with this version, we've got the original chords there. I've actually now used this little guy, Tal Uno LX-V2. I've used this in a lot of things. I'm actually kind of transitioning over to Diva, which is a really, really nice analog sounding synth. But what I've done is I've listened to these chords and I've just kind of rebuilt them here so that I can... so that I can kind of reinforce those chords a bit. Let me just get rid of these drums. So that's going to be a remake of Gitch. The drums are proving quite difficult to remake, actually, because they were quite distinct, and I can't seem to find the damn samples that I was using. Trying out ideas, just trying ideas out. Blossom, I think you guys may have actually heard that. And then, of course, the last thing I made on this computer was Boy and Bear. Or no, it was actually the... Yeah, it would have been the Aladdin remake. That was the 8th, 2017. So there we go. But anyway, I'm going to close FL now because I really have to try and get this shit working. This is going to be quite difficult. Gitchy, Efrio, good to see you, and Feenstra, Atlas, Geneticist, Bitsmurf, good to see you again, Glenn. Actually working on music. Well, at some point I will, yeah. I'm actually going to go and redo the whole Skyrim thing. Not redo it, but kind of remaster it, because it is 4 years old now, and I think it's sounding a bit tinny. I'm actually not sure how to feel about the Skyrim project, because what I've learned between the ages of 20 and 30 is that simplicity is divinity. All the best songs in the world are very, very simple. And you could say the same thing about a lot of different art forms. I think you really have to file your work down to its simplest form, you know, its most raw and vulnerable state. Imagine, you know, it's a beautiful girl, and you want to see her naked, right? You want to see her curves and her skin, but that makes her vulnerable. So you've got to go ripping clothes off, and you've got to, you know, you have to make her vulnerable. You have to find out what it is you like about your work that you really like the most, and isolate that. Don't add things. You know, what's that Terminator 2 track I did? Skynet Symphonic. That's a great example of too much. I'm proud of it, and I did it because I wanted to celebrate the film. But from a objective sort of artistic point of view, there's 5 very complicated sections, and none of them repeat. There's no familiarity there at all, and I think that's one of the reasons why people like the bass that I use so much. If you open, let's say, one of these things, I don't know which one I would use as an example here. Let's have a look. This bass sample here. I think one of the reasons people compliment that so much is because my music is typically chaotic. Plunderphonics, you've got a lot of different sounds going on, and very often the ear doesn't know where to rest. You don't know where to hang your hat. You don't know what the track is trying to be. Everything's just kind of fireworks everywhere. But this bass, I guess being a sine wave kind of a thing, and being very warm and very basic, it's that one nugget of familiarity that you just straight away gravitate towards and cling to it. So I think simplicity really is key. It doesn't matter if you're doing painting, drawing, music production, whatever you're doing. Simplicity is divinity. And it's something that's actually taken me a really long time to learn. You see, if you go and let's say we go back to the old Psycho Soup stuff that I actually did for Gearbox software. Psycho Soup, I'm not sure which one this is, cripes. But what you'll hear in this track is there's just a lot going on, and you kind of don't know what it wants you to feel. See, it's like, which one of those characters am I following? which identity is this track trying to assume?
CO4PTP. Bandits, vault, under contract units.
Testing.
Bandits, vault.
This next section I actually don't mind because it picks a character and it repeats and it gives you this continuity and it's a bit more cohesive.
Get the bomb back, 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 get the go slap the bomb down. Get the bomb back, get the bomb back, get the bomb back. Push forward to the bunk.
Testing.
You see what I mean? It's everything being thrown at the wall and we're just kind of hoping that some of it sticks. And that's something I really don't like doing anymore. It really... Jeez, I've got some of the first Puffin stuff here from 2012. There's that bloody bass sample again. It's actually not a good bass because it doesn't have any overtones, so you won't hear it very well on laptop speakers or anything that's, say, smaller than your average speaker size. Again, it's a little messy. There's a lot of shit going on. You see, if you listen to the new thing that I did, the Boy and Bear, this is I think I'm much happier with this than a lot of my work because it isolates the things I'm talking in third person perspective. I've isolated things that I like and then I've just kind of focused on those and I've chopped away all the fat.
Is doing.
You know, you've got maybe one or two vocal samples from one character. You've got maybe one synth, a bass, and a very basic calypso beat. And, you know, I don't even think it's such a bad thing to do a montage track where you've got section after section after section. The problem is when you go throwing everything against the wall. Where is my... Yeah, geez. Where is the Pinot? Yeah, this is a great example of what I'm talking about. It's a lot of fun to make, but it's quite arduous to listen to. It doesn't put you down anywhere and strokes your back. It kind of picks you up and throws you around the room and you don't know what's going on. So as much as I hate pop music, the one thing I will give the big top producers credit for is they seem to understand the importance of simplicity. And it's something, again, like I've said, it's taken me a long time to learn how important it is to file shit down. It's not about being lazy. It's not about creating the lowest common denominator. It's understanding that there is something very raw at the center of your work, and what you want to do is get down to that core. You want to chop away all the fat, and you want to be left with no bone, no bullshit. You just want the best part of the meat. And that's something that has really... I haven't really contemplated that properly until recently. Anyway. Gestro, how's it going, buddy? The most important part of the process is deciding what has to go. That's right. And I think one of the challenges with Plunderphonics is that you want to add more. I've actually had clients tell me that they think more is better. They want more sounds, they want more voices. And it really just, it isn't the direction to head in. It really isn't. You need to figure out what you like. It's like when you take a photograph of a landscape, you see a beautiful opportunity for a landscape shot, and there's mountains and there's trees and there's this color, that color, so many textures. Are you going to take out your wide-angle lens and just snap it? Or are you going to take out your zoom lens and find those little compositions of the things you actually like about the landscape? And now you've got like maybe 5 photos instead of 1. And I think the same thing applies with music. You need to nail what it is you like about that composition and chomp away everything else. Anyway, yeah, it's great to Absolutely. As Ephrio says, it's great to throw tons of shit at the wall during the artistic process, kind of like Jackson Pollock with his paintings back in the day. But as you move towards the end result, it really, I think, should be a process of elimination. You should be taking things away. You shouldn't be adding. Yeah. Atlas says that's how my Coraline track was made. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, I think all this needs is a vocal. This just needs a vocal. That's all this really needs. If I had to take things away from this, I wouldn't get rid of that. I'd probably get rid of the voice thing. That's actually Jane from Mary Poppins. We need those. You might not even need the strings. You might not even... The strings may be just necessary for a chorus, just to kind of bring things out. Percussion is right where I want it. I don't need any more sophistication than that. Yeah, anyway, I've lingered on this topic for a very long time. So, the goal... oh boy. We're venturing into the unknown here. I have not planned this at all. I have no idea if this is going to work, what this is going to do. The issue here is I have downloaded ENB series, and now I need to inject this into the Skyrim folder somehow. Yeah. So these guys actually have instructions here. Copy d3d9.dll and enb host exe into the wrapper folder. Okay. Okay, well, there's the wrapper folder. D3D9 and enb host. Well, I see D3D11. That's interesting. Wow, and that was modified. Oh, no, that's because I extracted it then, I think. Yeah. 5th of 2018. Huh. Okay, and then enbhost.exe. I don't think I see an exe file in there. Nope. I see a DLL file. Yeah. That's a bit of a concern. enb host. I guess it just doesn't need the host anymore. Okay, well, let's copy this stuff over. And then we'll pop open Skyrim and see if it's actually had an effect. Where the hell am I putting this thing again? Steam. I guess it's in the 32-bit folder. Steam apps. Ah, yes, this bullshit again. Oh, no, there's nothing in there. Okay, so I'm guessing then it's probably gone and put this somewhere else, maybe on a different drive. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so E drive, we've got to remember that. Common Skyrim. Or Skyrim Special Edition, yeah. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just use the Nexus mod manager for this. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, let's put that in there like they've instructed. Download the Real Vision mod manager and install the options of your choice. Maybe I should use that. Yeah. Oh boy. Start rvlauncher.exe. Oh god. This is complicated shit. Wow. Let's just see what people are saying. I should make a backup. Actually, this is one of the reasons to use the mod manager, I think. Yeah, my drive is crazy. I've got too many SSDs in here. Frog Voice, how's it going, buddy? Can't you access the game files from Steam? Yeah, I think you can. I probably should do that. Do you still listen to other people who make music like yours? No, I don't. I actually never... People send me tracks and videos all the time. I never ever watch them. I never listen to them. I'm not interested. Not interested at all. I much prefer to make music from within myself. I kind of think that looking for ideas is a bit futile because really, you are ideas. Your whole life is a series of ideas. You know, your upbringing, your emotions, your reactions to movies, to games, all of those things are ideas in themselves. Yeah, I just don't have an interest. I'd much rather sort of spend the time creating than consuming, which is one of the reasons I've come off social media for a while. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So I've taken it all off my browser and my phone. It's all just crap. You know, you end up staring at your goddamn phone for hours every day. Consuming. Yeah, I think you have to make a conscious decision. Do you want to consume or do you want to create? And God bless you if you can do both, but I certainly can't. I kind of end up going down one rabbit hole or the other. The unplugged approach. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so, yeah. I think I'm going to just use this mod manager thing here. Download Real Vision via mod manager and install the option of your choice. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Okay, well look, while I crack on with this crap, let's maybe play something. Geez, pretty much all of this stuff is very old. This is all going back to... We'll have this. You guys haven't heard this because it's crappy. Oh my goodness. What a mess. What is going on there? Holy schmajoli. Atlas says, I wanted to send over some sounds eventually. Oh yeah. Is it cheating to grab samples from video games from a single site called Sounds Resource? Like, is it better to extract sounds yourself? I don't really see the difference. I think it just depends on the experience you want as an artist, really. I don't think it makes a big difference, no. I mean, assuming that the files haven't been compressed down to MP3 or some shit. Hasn't found Skyrim. Well, that's not a good start. Well, this is certainly a problem. Path does not contain game.exe. Yeah, and that's probably because it's not called Skyrim.exe, it's called Skyrim SE Launcher. So, there it is. Oh, it has found the special edition. Okay, God, this is such a confusing screen. Okay, well, that's a good start. Do I tick that then? Stop searching. What do I do now? Quick startup. What the hell does that do? Can I... Cancelling will exit. Well, no. I kind of want to load mods. How do I do that? This is bullshit software, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Fallout 4. Do I have to tick all these or what? Ah, I see. Okay. Select the game you would like to manage. Skyrim Special Edition. You need to set up the paths where Nexus Mod Manager will store mod archives, the mod installation registry. Oh, God. Oh, my lord. Is this really worth some depth of field effects? Choose the directory where you would like to store your Skyrim Special Edition mods. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Doesn't really make a difference to me. You currently don't have any file categories set up. I don't want any. Sure. Checking for Nexus Mod Manager version. That's too bad. Oh well. Okay, so apparently we just go into this thing and we choose this, hopefully. Let's have a look-see. Yes, open the mod manager. It is not set up to work with Skyrim if Skyrim is installed. Wait, so... Oh god, you're kidding me, right? Yeah, but doesn't this work with the SE version? I guess it doesn't. Okay, let's try. View all games. Let's maybe actually locate the Skyrim SE on the Nexus Mods website. Maybe that's something we need to do. Right, view mods. See, I wonder if the ENB thing is available for this. Shit, it might not be, you know. So we need real ENB or some kind of ENB preset. Oh boy. I don't know. I might have to just... I might have to just do this ENB stuff manually without the Real Vision shit. Right, well that's definitely a problem. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is this is not actually going to work with this special edition of Skyrim. That definitely sort of kind of sucks. But there is an ENB for this. It kind of would be interesting if it would tell me how to install that. Presets conversion guide. Oh god. Man, how did I get this working last time, eh? What the hell did I do? What did I do? I should actually make a backup of this. That's actually a valid point that somebody made. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I mean, how big is this? This isn't that big, is it? Nah. We'll copy this before we go meddling with the game files. Any chance you'll work on that Sesame Street? Oh, here we go again. No, probably not. You need to be less hard on yourself. I know being self-critical. I don't know if I'm hard on myself. I think sometimes I do. There have been phases in which I have really kind of resented what I've made in the past. But I think overall I just listen to it and go, nah, I would do that very differently today. I feel the sounds resource sometimes leaves sounds out, yeah. I'd feel more confident just going through that stuff myself. Yeah, Gestra, I definitely want to do something out of Bloodborne. The problem is there's not a lot of music in that game. I'd have to make my own, I guess. Get into some Diva and some Tal Uno stuff. Try using Reveal, and I'll add in some other programs you like. VGM stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need to get that out of sounds out of your games, I suppose. Wow, Dido upgraded his GPU just to get depth of field working. Whew. That's dedication for you. Got to have that bokeh. I did play Spore once, yeah. I thought it was very disappointing. That's kind of goes back to what we were talking about. It's a game that tries to be everything. And it's kind of a jack of all trades. It just spreads itself so thin. Okay, so let's just call this Skyrim Special Edition Backup, so that we don't go touching that. Now, from what I can see, if we go back into this thing here, see, this is actually designed for... they've got different folders here. Option A, full. See, so all they've done is they've pretty much just gone into the E and B settings and they've just tweaked these for you. That's all the Real Vision thing is. But the problem is, I think this might not be compatible with the special edition of Skyrim. Boy. Okay, the first thing we've got to do is get this E and B thing sorted out. So let's get in here. We probably, if I remember, I think we pretty much just take all of this and bang it. It's either going to go in this folder or it's going to go in... Oh, no, it is going to go in here. Yeah. See, this is when I could use... I remember the last time I did this years ago, I actually wasn't using Windows Explorer. I was using a dedicated file manager app. And it was great because it let me highlight files. So you see, you'd go paste. Windows by default selects what you've pasted, but then this file manager thing, I think it was Total Manager or something, lets you highlight those things so you can see exactly which bullshit you might need to get rid of. You see, this is not good. This isn't a great way to go. Spore could have been better, but EA, says Jess Gestro. Yeah, that's right. Didoism says, try this mod. Okay, let's see what we've got. Skyrim. Oh, yeah, E and B reshade. Okay. It's not really what I want. To be honest with you, all I want is just depth of field. I don't... Yeah, kind of like what they've got there. Because the depth of field, the bokeh algorithm they have in E and B is very, very good. It's actually not too bad. Oh boy, more instructions. Does this have a Nexus Mod Manager version? No, it doesn't. You see, it's manual, so it's pretty much the same thing as what I'm doing now. Place everything from the first folder into your Skyrim directory. Yes. Yes. Yep, open the folder, the preset you want to use, and place that in your Skyrim directory. I think basically all we're going to have to do here is just kind of make our own preset. I just really don't like the way that this is just chucking files into the game directory. This is going to get messy. This is going to get messy. That's for sure. I have the depth of field thing in here too. That actually comes in the static. Yeah. See, I remember there was a way to actually tweak the depth of field thing as well, but I can't remember what the hotkey was to access that. ENB depth of field. So there is actually already a depth of field FX file in this version of ENB that we've downloaded. So let's just actually see what happens when we launch this fucker. Gestro says, have you considered doing something with Bayonetta? I don't think I've ever played it. What's your thoughts on how many rated M games getting on the Nintendo Switch? I don't mind that. Well, it comes down to the parents, doesn't it? They have to take the responsibility to moderate what their children play. But I think the real thing for me is just putting so many old games on the Switch. Like one of the first launch titles they had was Skyrim. You know, and you just think, Jesus, that's 10 years old. I played that 50. I've played 500 hours of that. I definitely don't need to play a low res version of that. You know? Okay, let's just see what happens. This actually... Oh boy, here we go. Here we bloody well go. Here we go. We're entering hell. Okay, so E and B, we have a little E and B thing there, compiling game shaders. Oh boy. I think this is going to have to be episode 1 of Nick Burns in Hell. Tab, enable shader cache. Well, it says please wait. Nah, I don't know. I have no faith. I have absolutely no faith in this. Oh, there we go. So I'm hoping somewhere this thing shows us how to access the E and B settings from within the game, because we're going to have to change depth of field and stuff. In fact, there's a good chance that this just straight up doesn't work at all. Okay, let's get over to Riverwood. Shit, yeah. I can't lie. I actually haven't played this game in a long time. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. Which isn't a great start, is it? But look, the track is already done for the most part. We now pretty much just need to work on the video.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
So what I'm seeing here is that E and B is definitely loaded. This looks very different from the way the game looks in vanilla. That's for sure. But yeah, how we go about... how do you disable... what is this again? TGM, toggle God mode, toggle... So TCL... No, we don't want TCL. We want... The problem with no clip mode is it actually activates it for all the NPCs in the game. Which... kind of... TFC is what we want. TFC, which frees the camera. That's what we want. TFC and then TM. Alright, so if we go TFC, that gives us the free cam mode, which is much better than toggling no clip. And then we go TM to get rid of the menu. So now we can pretty much... So we're pretty much half the way there, really. I just need to go adjusting the fog and everything because the colors are so washed out. My goodness me. We're going to have to find that E and B control panel. I actually don't really know where to find that. I need to do a bit of Googling. But anyway, TFC, yeah, we'll get rid of that again. So this is a good start. This is actually much further than I thought it was going to be. There's the kid, or one of the kids. I'm really happy this is working in the special edition of this game, actually. This is a really good start. This is great. Just so you guys are aware, the stream actually is 30 FPS, whereas I will be capturing this probably in 60 FPS, 1080. Okay, so, oh dear. How do I access the control panel? If anyone knows how I do that, definitely tell me. What's Nintendo trying to do with the Switch? Get every game ever onto it? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. That whole cardboard thing they're doing, like who asked for that? Who was demanding that? As opposed to like another Metroid or another Donkey Kong or another Smash Bros, you know. I hope you have your save files backed up since mods fucked them up, says Didoism. Yeah. Look, these save files are nothing special to me. I do have my master 400-hour save files saved somewhere on a drive somewhere. So if this goes pear-shaped, it's not a big loss. But what I need to figure out is how... Shift F2. Do you think it's Shift F2? Shift F2. Press continue and then select the preset. Do you think it's Shift F2? No. I think that's a hotkey that he's probably set up for something else. E and B series. God. I distinctly remember there being an in-game menu for this